Hello everyone, this is Migo Hunter, and today I'm happy to present the first match of round 4 of Chimera Summer Bash between Poltergeist aka Elegance in Action and SnowCatsune. Looks like Poltergeist is playing the Phonon while SnowCatsune is playing the Polar Knight. So now this is a match I haven't seen before, should be interesting. There was a possibility that the Phonon mirror could appear because they both play Phonon. They both have Phonon on their teams, but that didn't happen. I would almost be curious to see what how Phonon mirror match looks like, because obviously Phonon is crappy at defense from range, and the other Phonon can exploit that. So it's like taking turns of just slapping each other for +2 power. But we get this matchup instead. Polar Knight's a brawler that puts down ice spikes everywhere, and when you trigger them, you can get +2 power. Polar Knight does have like good ways to close, and a Polar Plow that is a full board sweep that closes 3. Therefore, I think Polar has no problems going in. And it's up to Phonon to try and get some clean combat wins to stun him. Phonon can't certainly do that though. She has +2 power sweeps if the opponent initiates strike last turn. I think okay, change cards. I thought it was EX attack for a second. Her projectiles are pretty low damage without her UA, but with her UA they become pretty decent with a lot of push to create distance. And she can brawl up close with +2 power if needed. So Polar's to watch out for that. Polar can definitely has definitely less issues with sweeps compared to some other characters though, because Stomp and what was the other card? Shovel Slam both answer that. All right, here we see the expected turn 1 interaction. Full board sweep hits because well, it's not full board, it's 1 to 7 technically, but you know, practically full board. And then Polar gets to put down an ice spike basically in any unoccupied uh, place an ice spike. It's not optional. Wait. Occupied space. Strangely enough, the front side is mandatory, but the exceed side is optional. So I'm just following the rules here. Yeah, but he does force an ice spike placement. No matter what, on his after effect if he's not stunned. So he has to do it. Cool. Ha, good one. But yeah, I don't know why it's optional on the exceed side, but mandatory front side, but hey. Anyway, we do see Polar Knight and range 3 now after playing Polar Plow, which is the safe, good, full board response to anything Phonon can throw out, pretty much. And yeah, Polar Plow also has the additional advantage of being able to place an Ice Spike pretty much anywhere on the board, um, minus on top of the opponent. So yeah, good card. Very good card. Alright, so that was the first strike, and now it is SnowCatsune's turn. Polar Knight initiating a strike, trying to mitigate Phonon's. Oh, that's a decent wild swing. She loses a good ultra, but gets a decent wild swing. So not the biggest loss here. All right, sweep should go first. Sweep should go first. Yep. Proper order of operations. Polar takes 5. Loses the focus, pretty big. And then choose to advance 3 on hit pull. You could push onto Ice Spike if you wanted to, but decides not to. But this decides to put Phone onto the corner. Where Phone takes 3 damage. And place Ice Spike in range 1. Yep, that's how it works. So yeah, not a bad wild swing for Phone at all. But losing the Binding Beauty is unfortunate. Binding Beauty is such a good Baroque Noise is such a good boost. It's basically like a prep with additional +1 power. Can't go wrong with this boost. Basically, the opponent has to attack it if they don't want the opponent spamming Baroque Noise every turn. Um, or they could just stun her, I guess, because it only returns on the after effect. All right, so Polar could have put her on an Ice Spike and pop it, but decides to put her in the corner. And now it is SnowCatsune's, I mean, Poltergeist's turn. If Poltergeist wants to initiate, he does not. Okay. Choose the prep instead. Interesting. So we see rebuild here. Looks like SnowCatsune has decided to drop as he drew 2 cards from rebuild, then drew 3 more cards because he removed 2 ice spikes. Yeah, the math checks out, and then rebuild Ash the Gauge. All right, Fun take the opportunity to strike here with +2 power. Now Polar has to guess. Oof. Well, at least gets a trade out of it. Um, Fornon will take 5 if he pops the Ice Spike, but Polar will take 8. Ouch. Yep. 8 plus 5, 13. 13 plus 5, 8. Yeah, math checks out. All right, loses a spike for his troubles. Not a big deal. At least that did 5 damage to the grass, though. Not bad. But now Fornon's out of the corner. All right, Polar exceeding immediately. I think that this makes sense here. Well, technically you're not supposed to draw that card, but hey. But now he can put ice spikes in any 3 unoccupied spaces. Yep. Uh, put something more close to him. Phonon can air dash away if she so chooses, which she probably should do. She has an assault. Just air dash retreat 3, and she doesn't have to worry about those ice spikes. Yep, there he is. There it is. Maybe I think Stokatsune should be more cognizant that that's an option available to her. So now Phonon wants to try to keep on that side of the board as much as possible. Doesn't want to go into the ice field. And as long as Phonon can keep out the ice field, I think she's in a good spot here. Hmm. Phonon's at 17? How much damage did... I mean, Polar's at 17? I mean, Phonon. Oh my god. They both start with Peace. I'm confused. And I just woke up. Sorry. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 5, 13. Yeah. Okay, that checks. Just making sure that the life totals are correct. Okay, we see Polar initiate strike here. Could be Polar Plow, unlikely because it only does 2 damage. Could also be a second shovel drop or dive. If Polar is worried about pushes, then this is most probably a shovel drop. If you're worried about tuning satisfaction, for example. GSF has satisfaction with outspeed dive and also poke him out. Uh, Shovel Slam. Wait. No, 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 no. Oh, this is a terrible mistake. Yeah, it doesn't know that Shovel Slam. Oh, showing some unfamiliarity with Polar's cards here, unfortunately. Um, at least only takes 1 damage for his mistake. But very bad because he drops a good 4 special and a stomp just to miss, and forgets that it is indeed a hit effect and not. Yeah, unfortunate interaction there. Photon draw pushes Polar 1 and draws 2, and now she can zone. Costly mistake from Polar. This is why I think we saw another Polar earlier in the tournaments fail to read Polar's cards properly or understand them properly and paid for it. Polar, yeah, so definitely Polar's cards have a ton of text on them, so definitely pay attention and read them. Because if you don't, you'll make mistakes on this character. See Sliding Affliction boosted, giving Photon basically a light if she initiates. Okay, Polar is desperate, moves to range 1, taking the most desperate of measures to try and get back to this game after that mistake. Alright, Photon has +2 power, +2 speed now because Polar did not strike. So, has Way of the Warrior. Alright, not too bad. Gets a wall swing block. That certainly helps. And this is a 5 power, 8 speed cross. Is Polar down both grasp? I'm not sure. While Polar takes the full. Okay, it returns it to hand because of hit effect. Got it. Okay, Polar striking again. Could be now tuning satisfaction? Polar Plow. Yeah, Polar Plow does work here. 2 section will ping Polar for 2. But Polar at least gets the nice hit effects. Polar has -1 power, but still gets a nice hit hit effect. I mean the before effect. Why is it before effect? Why the hell is it a before effect? Oh, Polar could move an ice spike that's in front of him to do more damage. All right, so this is 7 power. Yeah, 5 plus 3. Pops the ice spike. Might as well power it up to 7. So good trade for Polar here. Could have done 9 damage if you wanted to. If you remove the ice spike in front of him, then from the before effect, then Polar would get the full 8 instead of 7. But leaves the ice spike here. So like small little mistakes that could be what costs SnowCatsune the game here. For what I'm prepping, has so many resources inside the prep. Clearly not looking for the cards that she wants. She can also change cards pretty liberally here if she wants to, or even exceed. Exceeding is pretty good at Phonon because it gives her plus 2 power consistently. And also close the retreat 1 if the opponent did initiate a strike before. But we did see this in Poltergeist's last game where I think Poltergeist holds on to too many resources instead of spending them. Should try to find a way to cash out. But you know it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the end if Poltergeist ends up winning this game. Right now it's Polar's turn. Gets the ice spike in front of him, but cannot place the ice spike on top of her. Wonder if you could see a change cards here, maybe. Change cards action from SnowCatsune to get options back. However, that would open SnowCatsune up to reading, so that's also a problem if he decides to do that. Tough turn for Polar. 4 life down. Many resources down. Polar could make a comeback though, but he just needs oh, striking. Striking in the midst of all those cards. Risky. What will Phonon respond with? Funny enough, EX guided session actually works here because it's 2. It would be 227. It would actually be a DP when EX'd because EXing this attack gives it plus 1 power, which would make the range of that attack 2. So we could see a guided session come out from Phonon, assuming Polar did not play Focus. We know that this is not Polar's own DP because it will not stun. So oh wow, this is such a risky assault, but pays off. Phonon decided to defend with a spike. Not the right call there. I guess worried about Snow Slash or Focus, but Snow Slash. I think it was, Polar did drop one Snow Slash as force, so Polar only has one more of those ultras. So defending with Spike there seems very odd when Phonon can just wait. What's going on here? Wait, why? Why is Ice Spike underneath what's going on? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's correct. Polar gains advantage. Man, polar games sometimes seem to have some confusion going on. But yeah, I think that Spike wall swing. Okay, phone on. Defend properly. On a guy. Don't die to a sweep. Sweep is actually the main thing here that phone on has to be worried about because if she doesn't play attack of any armor, she just dies because she's only at 6. Phone on could play a focus. Oh. Well, shovel charge will hit. Thankfully, phone on doesn't die for it. Shovel charge will hit for 3. Oh, I got something. I'll be right back. Meanwhile, yeah, we see the shovel charge go off. Suppressive position hits back for 1. Form will draw even more cards, and hopefully find an answer to close out the game because Polar is slowly stealing this game away, even with only 2 cards in hand. I'll be right back. I have to tend something. Oh no, I missed the conclusion of that game. Crap. Uh, I did briefly see if Fauna did change cards action and then Polar boosted the armor boost, but then I had to attend to some things and I missed the conclusion of that game. Sadness. Uh, well, the viewers will know who actually won here. Maybe Phonon? Did Phonon lose? Could be a possibility. Anyway, I still have something to attend to. I'll be real back in a bit. Sorry. Okay, so I'm back now. It does appear that SnowCatsune actually won that game. Maybe with that, probably off of the top of that block boost, the one that gives Polar Knight armor. Unfortunate, unfortunate for Poltergeist because he was firmly in the driver's seat with a ton of resources, but then did not was not able to convert that to a win. And now we get to see the funnel mirror. Nice. That's what I wanted to see. So the phonon mirror, like I said before, I think involves a lot of pinging each other for +2 power, and the other phonon sort of have to take it because phonon is good at initiating from range as a zoner, but not at defending from range. The only thing she can really do to defend at range is tuning satisfaction, which is only 1 to 4, and suppressive restriction. They're like the only options she has at range to defend herself, pretty much. It's because of these options, like they don't gain any extra range. I mean, this one's only range 2 to 3 of extra power. This one's only range 1 to 3 of extra power. And this one's only range 1. So it's just like, okay, well, we see Phonon Initiates right here. And now player 1 Phonon does have an advantage, but player 2 Phonon can respond with, EX tuning even, if she feels so inclined. EX tuning, block, focus. No. The dive tries to call a slow fireball, will instead get hit for 4. Dive was a bit of a. It should be +2 power. Yep. And reveals for advantage. That should go to Gauge. Um, Impulsive. Yeah, the dive and defense confused me a little. I think impulsive frustration would not work either. But all right, let's like just take the per turn to prep. And well, Phonon respects in, not liking her options at range 5. One thing that's interesting in this matchup is that they can both basically nerf their UAs if they keep striking because Phonon strikes for +2 power and then the other Phonon only has +1 power if she decides to use a UA. But if she uses a UA to strike, then the other one also has +1 power. So it creates this weird seesaw kind of game. If the only way to get the +2 power is to basically pass turn just by boosting or prepping. So it's really a funny little mini game we got. All right, Phonon plays better prep, letting SnowCatsune draw the 2 cards and get in for free. Don't know if that's good because now now SnowCatsune has up 2 cards and has +2 power. The +1 power should not be relevant except as a watch out for guidance, which is across Zon curve with +1 power, 226. But yeah, SnowCatsune having an opportunity with +1, +2 power, and if he does so, will simultaneously make the other Phonon's UA weaker because the strike just occurred and she only gets +1 power. So I think SnowCatsune should strike given the opportunity. Just has to watch out for cross or guidance ascension. All right, decides to strike with UA. What will Poltergeist respond with? Oh, we do see the guidance ascension. However, well played. SnowCatsune played on curve and was able to stun Poltergeist out with his cross. Now they're range 5, and Phonon has only +1 power if she decides to use her UA. I think the only projectiles that can hit here with +1 power are Suppressive Restriction. That's it. The others do not have enough range, not enough power. Hmm. Herein lies the problem, though. If Poltergeist does not strike, then there's a turn for SnowCatsune to have +2 power. And with +2 power, Impulsive will hit, Sliding will hit. This becomes a bit troublesome for Poltergeist on defense. Poltergeist could probably do something like close in. Striking, okay, so this is straight up, this is basically just suppressive. Or maybe even just block to limits. I don't foresee it being blocked, but just initiating with something so that SnowCatsune does not get +2 power on his turn. SnowCatsune figure out what projectiles he could be hitting with, and probably realizing that it's just suppressive. Suppressive and only suppressive. Wall swing. The sliding affliction will not do it. Um, yeah, we'll miss. Go faster and miss, and then suppressive will hit for 2 and draws 2. Yep, correct. So now at range 6, awkward. SnowCatsune cannot hit with anything with only +1 power. Unless SnowCatsune plays his own sliding affliction. I mean, suppressive. Weird matchup. I don't think either of them are too keen to close in either, because if they close in, then the other phone has a chance to strike into them with +2 power. So it's a might be a weird game of chicken, where both of them just stands at ranges where they can't hit each other, and then they don't want to close in because if they close in, they're gonna get smacked with +2 power. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully someone's brave enough to fight. Alright, we see the Baroque Noise, aka Better Prep. The +1 power, Fona is trying to set up for things that hits on her turn. If Poltergeist doesn't strike here. Poltergeist could play something like a mix-up strike. Poltergeist has a should take advantage of the C6 normals to move to range 5. Well, actually, no. If you mix up strike, then I kind of get a +2 power. Never mind. Never mind. Compounding, +2 power, take advantage. Okay, compounding also works. Compounding will help Fona adjust her range. So this will make, and also, all right, focus makes sense. All right, it is the sliding. So sliding will not be able to push. Sliding should be 6 minus 2, so it takes 4. Yep. And then gains advantage, which choose the prep. Okay. All right. Now the striking from Poltergeist is helping effectively neuter the other Phonon's range. So this is a pretty good, looking pretty good for Poltergeist right now. 3 gauge as well. Can threaten ultras, can threaten complete servitude, or even binding beatitude. Here we see compounding plots and a strike. Well, is it a strike? Maybe. It's only gonna give her +2 power total because a strike just occurred. Ah, okay. Baroque noise, compounding plus taking her action, and then Baroque noise, giving him a total +2 power. Drops the impulsive. Maybe he should have. Okay. We see Phonon just boosting superior here. I don't know if that's. Phonon could have struck with +2 power. Well, I guess I don't know. +2 power would still make things whiff at range 5, unless Phonon has another compounding plots to help her out. So now Fauna has a strike. It is, I think, SnowCatsune should take advantage here because she has a strike. He has a strike that does +4 power now, which will basically make almost anything hit at this range. All right. I don't know if anything. I don't think SnowCatsune has anything to worry about even with this EX. I don't think Fauna has any options that on defense work with EX, except for suppressive, because suppressive will work sweep. There we go. Let's see Fauna initiating +4 power. Uh, okay, there's the suppressive. Yep. Oh, suppressive off her own. Okay. Uh, so this suppressive will hit for one, two, three. Uh, what's the math here? This is +5 power. This is a 5 power suppressive. Yeah, 5 power suppressive. Yeah, 5 power suppressive, and then has 1 armor. So elegance will take, or poltergeist will take 4. Wait. Oh, it gets to push or pull. However, oh, interesting. Okay, so was able to pull 5 because 5 power suppressive. That's interesting. And now they both have a ton of cards, and now in melee range they can fight each other now properly. That's really funny. Wait, did it take damage from? Did poltergeist take damage? There we go. All right. Yep, the map checks out. Suppressive, poltergeist suppressive does 2, and SnowCatsune suppressive did 5, -1 armor. All right. Photon striking with only +1 power, but I think is the right move here, considering that Photon has 8 cards. Maybe it could be on curve guidance. A little bit mixed up here. On curve guidance mixed up with spike or something else. Oh, that defense spike will not work out here. Spike deals 6. Yep. These defensive spikes have not been working. Not been working this game. I think that's the second one we've seen. Spike on defense is generally a very hard call out against a slow. I guess it will work against guidance too, because it's guard. Yeah. So it works against a few things here. Alright, and now they will, if SnowCatsune strikes, it only gets +1 power. And so the cycle will repeat of +1 powers until a Phonon decides to not strike. Yep. EX. Okay. Probably Phonon actually has some EXs on the table that we don't know about. I mean, that we have to. Well, so we know it's not EX Spike. So therefore, block is suitable. Yes. Okay. That I don't know why that card's face down. Yep. There you go. So that's 6 power into 6 power assaults to gain on curve and to gain advantage. Drops. Oh, drops the complete servitude. Okay. Could spend could have spent 2 force from Gauge, I think. Not like Poltergeist is using Gauge anyway, but decides to drop the Ultra instead. And now SnowCatsune has advantage. If SnowCatsune chooses strikes, still +1 power. So on, so on. Okay, followed on playing Baroque Noise, aka Better Prep. But now, wow, Phonon immediately striking with +2 power. And then Snow considers a call out whether it's a fast or a slow. I think there's Grasp and Sweep still left. No, no, no. Focus calls out the mix-up wrong. We'll take 6 for his troubles. Should be 6. Should be 6 damage. There we go. Yep. Tries to call out the fast. Instead, eats 8 damage sweep. And now Snowcats, loses a card at random. Sweep discard, and then yeah, that's right. Alright, lose guidance. And now, yeah, Poltergeist has a massive life lead. Massive life lead and a massive up in resources. I think there's not much coming back from SnowCatsune here. Has to win some clean combats in order to claw back in this game. Maybe land a cross somewhere to get out. Fortunately, Phonon does have Sliding Affliction, which makes an effective cross catcher when initiated. 4 guard, 1 to 5. Notice also the hit effect at range 4 plus. Yeah, this is designed to just catch cross. Okay, boosting resonance. Poltergeist wasting no time to strike. Sweep. Oh, yep. Just got smacked by 2 8 damage sweeps. That will do it. Phone had to cross out or die there. And game 2 goes to Poltergeist. a very convincing win. Has like 10 million gauge, but yeah, 10 million gauge and doesn't need it. Just brawl then one off the back of Fonon's UA. Now Fonon can no longer be picked by Poltergeist, but SnowCatsune can choose to play Fonon if he wishes. Poltergeist making up for the first game where, by all rights, he probably should have won, but probably squandered opportunities to win against Polar Knight. Oh, yeah. All right. Wonder what SnowCatsune will pick here. SnowCatsune's team: Kami, Polar, Hazama, Fonon. Poltergeist's remaining team members are New, Spectre, and Vega. Probably we'll just see New here. And if you think it's New, then oh, Fonon. Okay, I think Fonon can fight New. Fonon, I think. Have I? I swear I saw this matchup. I probably did see this matchup. There's probably probably saw this matchup before, and I kept calling Fonon. No. Yes, this is. I've fortunately seen this matchup before. They are not. I'm just memeing. Well, obviously the nice thing about New is that New has good defense at range, assuming New's willing to spend the force, because at any time New can just throw out the range 3 to 4 to 5 grasp. Yes. And that will negate most of what Photon initiates at range, except for suppressive, because suppressive is a full board sweep. So yeah, Photon will have to play, maybe have to play more melee and strike and initiate strikes with guard. I guess sliding affliction, no, sliding affliction can easily be disrupted by grasp as well. Just push Phonon out of range. So it really is only suppressive that Phonon has to disregard the threat of the new grasp. Alright, Phonon immediately strike you with +2 power. Does Elegance Poltergeist have the grass response? And if so, if Poltergeist reads the suppressive, then Poltergeist, no, Poltergeist cannot spike from here. Okay, there's a grasp. Okay, yep. Expected interaction. Both parties take 3. The hit effect of grasp will go first, pushing Fauna towards the corner. And Fauna will pull 3. Yep. Draw 2. Yep. This is the expected interaction. An even trade. And Fauna is up on cards, so not bad. What suppressive restriction is lacking in damage? It has everything else you could want. And now raise 3 is Fauna as news. Okay, I'm gonna mistaken these. I'm gonna misname these zoners over and over again. Anyway, New is at range 3, which is not good for her. Her range 3 pretty awful outside of Super Rage. And I guess normals, but normals don't. Okay. New is forced to prep, not liking her options there. And Phonon has an opportunity with strike at range 3 +2 power. All right, here we go. We see +2 power strike for Photon. Um, New can just cross if she doesn't want cross out if she doesn't want to guess what mix up that she's throwing. Uh-oh, I'm not. Oh, oh my. Well, that is truly unfortunate for Phonon here. Uh, Oof. That's all I can say about that. Defensive spikes don't work except when they do work, which is off a wall swing. You hate to see it. And now Phonon retreats to range 7, where basically nothing from Phonon hits. SnowCatsune's mouse pointer became abruptly silent, well, abruptly still after that. Striking again. This has to be the second, uh, no doubt this is the second suppressive restriction. If New reads this, she can respond with a force, with a range 5 to 7 spike to stun out that suppressive restriction. I like how defensive spikes played from hand twice this set have not worked out, but one time it did work out was off a wall swing and completely by accident. You gotta love Exceed sometimes. That's just classic Exceed for you. Oh no. That will also work as well. Devastating loss here. Elegance. Poltergeist correctly guessed that Suppressor was the only thing that will work at this range. And so therefore stuns it out with EX sweep. And now this is New's game to win here. Forod is quite helpless at this range now that both suppressives are down. If she wants extra range, she has to boost power, and then, Alright. Super Rage will work. Hits yeah, range 5 to 7? No. I can't count. Uh yeah, 5 to 7. There we go. And oh, it doesn't retreat. I see. Phonon, out of frustration, spends 4 force to get into range 3. Alright, prep. Will we see Phonon, I mean New, will we see New Exceed here? I think it will be prudent to, if New Exceeds here to, oh, that's risky. Does Phonon can mash? Yeah, Calamity Sword. Yeah, yeah, SnowCatsune is on tilt right now. Playing desperate and yeah, that's the thing too in Exceed sometimes if you if you suffer like an early unfortunate interaction like a lucky wall swing from the opponent or something like that, then if you're behind, if you play more on tilt, you might find yourself even more behind. So tough. SnowCatsune had to play more. Oh, okay, yeah, it's thrown in the towel. Thrown in the damn towel. And New should just initiate pretty much anything and win the game unless SnowCatsune has block. No, that is not enough armor. And oh no, that looks like a salty disconnect to me. And yeah, GG's. Unfortunate. It looked like SnowCatsune was on tilt, but yeah, well played, the poltergeist. Taking that game pretty convincingly. And thanks for watching.